I lived in the US for about 8 years. Lately, I've been thinking, oh, I miss life in America. So today, I'll share some surprising experiences from my time in the US that made me feel nostalgic. From shocking moments at a pizza restaurant to the joy of no tipping in apartments. Even just a few of these might make you say, what, really? Now, let me introduce my top 6 most surprising experiences. This time, the content focuses on daily life. I'll share my university-related stories in another video. Let's get started. Let's start with a truly shocking incident. One day, I ordered a drink at a pizza restaurant, but I noticed something unusual in the drink. At first, I thought it was strange ice, but it was actually a large shard of glass. In Japan, this led to a big apology and maybe a free meal. But in the US, the staff just replaced the drink and said, "Sorry about that." I was truly shocked. What would you do in this situation? I left a tip before leaving. Was that necessary? Next, let's talk about something I really appreciated in the US. There are no car taxes, vehicle inspections, or key money in the US like in Japan. In Japan, renting an apartment usually requires a deposit and a non-refundable gratuity fee. Car taxes in Japan are paid annually and vary depending on the size and engine replacement of the car, costing around 30,000 to 50,000 yen for a standard vehicle. Plus, you need to get your car inspected 3 years after buying a new car and then every 2 years after that. The cost of checking, including maintenance, often exceeds 100,000 yen. These costs can be stressful in Japan, but not having to worry about them in the US was such a relief. However, I noticed the cars might not be as well maintained. Still, it was something I really appreciated. Now, here's a lighter story. In Japan, Haagen-Dazs ice cream costs about 250 yen per cup. But in the US, I found out you can buy 10 cups for $10 during a sale. So I quickly picked out a few different flavors and lined up at the register. While I was waiting, a stranger standing behind me said, "Why don't you just buy a bigger tub?" I felt like this was such a Japanese way of thinking, wanting variety in a small portions. This was another moment where I felt the cultural difference. We don't eat meat at home anymore, but wow, I don't know burgers could be that good. The ones I had an American diner, not some fast food joint, were loaded and super tasty. I guess burgers are best in America, just like sushi is best in Japan. Oh, and here's a question. Why does no one take their fries home with their takeout? In American supermarkets, vegetables are not individually wrapped but sold by weight. Seeing this, I couldn't help but wonder why Japan doesn't adopt this system. It made me realize that one reason for Japan's waste problem could be the excessive use of small packaging. While convenient, I think setting by weight is more reasonable when considering the environmental impact. This was another moment where I realized the cultural differences between the US and Japan. Even now, I still don't understand why Japan doesn't adopt setting by weight. Is it hygiene? I wonder why. While driving in a familiar area, I missed the school zone sign and got a speeding ticket. Later, I was told, "You can appeal this." And when I did, the ticket was dismissed. In Japan, once you get a ticket, it's final, so this was a huge surprise. This experience really showed me the difference in systems. These experiences were truly memorable for me. They were filled with surprises, laughter, and a sense of freshness. I feel so nostalgic just thinking about them. If you ever had a wake up moment in another country, I'd love to hear your stories. Please share them in the comments. In an upcoming video, I'll share stories from my university life. Stay tuned. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.